Hi, everybody. Beautiful morning out there. Temperatures are going to become hot, though, this afternoon on this Wednesday. I'm meteorologist Rod Hill coming to you from the Portland, Oregon, Vancouver, Washington area. My video yesterday focused on what is the overall big headline. That is a cooler push of weather that takes hold this weekend and then doubles down for much of next week. And all of that is still in play. Now, before we get there, though, and you recall this from the 7-day forecast, we're heating up today. We have a hot 1-day spike of temperatures tomorrow. And then after that, we start going back down. So I want to start today's video talking about the 1-day heat spike is the way I'm referring to these because we've had several this summer season. And this is coming up tomorrow. So here's the upper level 5,000 foot air temperature map, if you will, for Thursday. You can see the big ridge. There's a cutoff upper level high, nearly cut off, that's producing heat up into Canada. Part of the hottest weather with a light north to northeast wind flow is the western portion of Washington and Oregon tomorrow in terms of positive departure of temperature. And the warm weather extends down to Nevada and California. You can see a nice cool pocket over the Dakotas. But for us, we're talking about this 1-day heat spike where valley temperatures could actually near 100 degrees for 1 day and 1 day only tomorrow afternoon. So here are the Thursday forecast high temperatures. Looks like Portland should at least make the mid 90s and could be as hot as 98 degrees. Kelso, 93. Salem, 98. And clearly, if I'm forecasting 98 in Salem, it's possible that somewhere in the valley we get a spotty 99 or a spotty 100-degree temperature. Again, these are Thursday afternoon highs. The North Coast will be up into the low 80s, a beautiful summer day there with sunshine. And then interesting to note that out in the Dalles, often one of the hot spots this summer on these hot days, this time around will not be any warmer than the I-5 corridor. It looks like the Dalles also will be sitting at about 98 degrees for high temperature on Thursday. Now, here's that graphic I showed you yesterday. And again, this is still in play. The hot upper level high building northward. There's a secondary high that we just saw on the temperature map up into Canada. That's today. The hottest temperature will be coming in on Thursday. By Sunday, the upper level high that's now over Utah into Nevada is starting to drift all the way to Texas. And then that eastward drift continues on Wednesday. And that opens the door for these cooler days ahead that could last. I don't want to jinx it, but once we cool down this weekend into next week, right now, there are no individual days that just shout 90 degrees. Now, obviously, things could change, but for right now, the back half of August in particular looks to be, or certainly the 15th through the 20th through the 25th, look to be pretty comfortable for us. A lot of days that are going to be not much above or below 80, and certainly not any warmer than, say, 85. That's what the models are showing right now. Okay, we always pause to make you aware of the Momentous Wealth podcast, my sponsor. You can listen to numerous podcast topics aimed at educating you on different investment topics. Listen on Apple Podcasts and also on Spotify. Just search Momentous Wealth Podcast. Easy to come up. I listen on Spotify. Really some terrific topics. Okay, so let's jump into what's going on. And I've chosen to show you the forecast output temperature-wise from the European model. And we'll start with this afternoon. So clearly the dark red brick colors are the hottest temperatures. Upper 90s up here in parts of the Columbia Basin. We've got 95 out in Ontario. I'm picking out some of the hotter numbers, about 90 over in Bend and Deschutes County. And if you look around the Portland area, this puts out an 88 in Troutdale, 89-degree temperatures out in Washington County. And I think Portland has a chance to reach 90 this afternoon. Shows 91, so low 90s south of Portland, down through Salem and all the way down into Eugene in Lane County. So this is today. Now, let's go ahead and play this into tomorrow afternoon. I'm going to stop this at 5 o'clock. Here we are. This is tomorrow. Notice the temperature range around Portland, 94, 96, 97, 98, right? What we just talked about. Now, this, interestingly enough, the European model shows it to be no hotter down in Salem, but most of the models go mid to upper 90s in Portland and upper 90s in Salem. And also, the wind flow tomorrow is light north-northeast. That's why I think we're really going to squeeze a lot out of this hot air mass that's overhead. And if that holds true, if the westerlies back off or hold themselves down during the afternoon, there will be places up around Seaside and Astoria, for example, where temperatures along the coast hit 80 degrees. This particular model shows a little bit cooler, but I'm betting on the fact that the winds will be light enough that the coast has some warm spots tomorrow as well. So this is the hottest day, Thursday, the one day that really this video is updating you on, so you can rearrange your plans if you don't like being out in the hot weather. Thursday afternoon you can avoid. Now by Friday, notice the drop. This shows upper 90s to maybe 90 around the Portland metro area, and the same down through Salem. Still shows a 100-degree temperature out around Pendleton. Still shows 99 out in Ontario. Now let's go ahead and play it. Now remember, the weekend is going to be dropping. Let me just go ahead and show you Sunday afternoon. Here's Sunday afternoon. Still 90s, not a whole lot of change in the Columbia Basin and out east. In Central Oregon, though, instead of being up into the 90s, 86, 88 in northern Deschutes County, so that's improved. And then look at the 70s to low 80s up and down the I-5 corridor. So there's the cooling absolutely showing up and taking hold. So that's what's coming up. A couple hot days and that cooler spell. I do want to show you some wildfire smoke, which continues to be an issue across parts of our state. These are live cameras at 10:30 this morning. Starting to clear out along the north coast. There's Tillamook up and Garrett by the Sea, the Depot Bay and Lincoln County. Been beautiful all morning, sunny skies. Little hazy in Sun River Resort. The cameras I want to show you are these two. Here's Aspen Lakes. This is a great shot. This is from Aspen Lakes Golf Course. Highly recommend playing there if you've never played there. It's just outside of Sisters. And on a clear sky day, you can see there's one of the sisters, there's two of the sisters, there's three of the sisters. But all of this kind of gray, brownish, low deck of obscured visibility is wildfire smoke and haze. So you can plainly see it laying down low and kind of kissing the forest over there in Central Oregon. Now, this is also an interesting shot. This is from Elk Ridge Golf Course out in the gorge on the Washington side. There's Wind Mountain right there. And I think a lot of what you see laying down over the mountains is, at least to some degree, wildfire smoke as well. The wind flow pattern today goes more north, but fairly light, and tomorrow more northeast, but fairly light. And that direction away from a west direction will bring increasing wildfire haze into parts of the gorge and perhaps even parts of the Willamette Valley. So you might start to get more of a milky sky up top. The air quality alerts today continue to be mainly checkered across the southern half of Oregon. But just so you know, wind direction changes, where the wildfire disperses changes a little bit. So we're keeping an eye on all of that. Okay, these are 10 o'clock temperatures currently, but that's not the big story. The big story comes later today and tomorrow. Here's Medford. 99 today, not much hotter tomorrow down in Southern Oregon, 100 degrees, still 97 Friday. And then cooling into the first part of next week. I mean, still in Medford, 90 on Monday, 89 on Tuesday, but that's certainly considered pretty comfortable overall for this time of the year. Let's go out into the Dalles where it's been so hot. 95 today, 97 tomorrow, 95 Friday. And then there's the drop in temperature. Look at the Dalles. 81 Monday of next week, 82 Tuesday. Wow. So that's comfortable. What about out east? How hot? Well, hottest temperatures Thursday, well, today, Thursday and Friday, low 90s. Excuse me, I said the Dalles. This is Baker City. And then 80s on Monday and Tuesday. So again, statewide, that cooler weather is in fact expected to take hold. Seattle near 80 today, and then just like that, near 90 tomorrow and Friday, and then back down to comfortable weather. 83 Saturday, mid-70s Monday and Tuesday. Wow. Let's see here. Newport, 71 today, 70 tomorrow. After that, it's all 60s. Some morning cloud days, afternoon Sundays, no change there. And let's check out Eugene, 92, 95 on Thursday. And then Friday, we start to back it off, 89, and then 83 Monday, 82, or excuse me, 84 on Tuesday. And here's my updated Portland 7-day forecast. So 90 today will either just get there or 91 or hold at 89. But tomorrow, absolutely mid-90s. That looks to be a no-brainer. The question is, will we get into the upper 90s? And will anybody in the valley get 99 or 100? Tomorrow's that one definite kind of heat spike day. And then Friday, we pull it back down. But still in that same air mass, we just get a bit more of a westerly flow returning, and we cool down to 90. And now the hot air bubble, if you will, is gone. And for the weekend, we're back to more comfortable weather. 86 Saturday, 83 Sunday. And then the cool down continues. There's actually a little wave of cooler weather on Tuesday of next week, a day that could end up being kind of mostly cloudy. And if there is a day that we'll see at least the chance of a trace of moisture. It would be maybe Monday overnight and during the day, Tuesday and the Tuesday evening. I think the chance of rain primarily stays north of us or out to sea at this point. So the bigger story to me is the comfortable weather. And I've got temperatures no warmer than 85, even the back half of next week. So that is continuing to look really nice. My weather site's portlandweather.com. Thanks for subscribing. By the way, I do read your comments. And if there is a local topic, local to the West Coast or Oregon or Washington, that you want me to talk about, examine, focus more on, let me know and we'll do it. I'm meteorologist Rod Hill, and thanks for watching.